I don't know, I think music is just subjective on the whole. You know, people's favorite artist is not everybody else's favorite artist. You know what I mean? So it's like you can like this artist, and this other person can like this artist, this other person can like this artist, and then when you put them all together, you guys can judge on who's best and what's best. But I mean, music's feeling to me, right? It's all feeling. It's how I feel. It's how the music makes me feel. It's how I rate it. If I don't feel nothing, then I can't fuck with it. Yeah. I can sit from outside and say, yo, he can put words together really well, but I'm not feeling the music.
A lot of people are missing the soul.
Yeah, like there's got to be you got to have some sort of conviction behind what being said. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just doing it to do it. You're just saying shit.
Like I got a homie that could write, but he can't rap.
That's why he should be writing for other people.
Like I remember, like I was looking at his rhyme book. I'm like, I could spit this shit. It started flowing, and I'm like, I could, but I won't.
So, you don't want to give it the sauce, eh? You don't want to get a sauce.
No, he didn't care. He would.
Oh, you would have.
But I don't want to be rapping next nigga's shit. Now, if it's some melodic shit, like on some R&B shit, then all right, give me that. But you cannot write my raps.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about, like, personally for me, I've been writing. I've wrote so much music that I'm tired of writing. So I started freestyling my shit because I've wrote so much music. Even before I even started doing music in the first place, and I became influenced by, you know, hip hop and shit like that. I never, like, I just wrote music. It wasn't even about doing the music. It was just writing to express myself. And then that turned into eventually getting into doing music and shit like that. But I don't, like, everybody does something really well. So I'm not taking nothing away from somebody who doesn't write their music. I'm not bringing up no names, but don't rob the man.
Don't front like you don't want writing it when you know you're not.
That's one too, and then don't give the man who wrote the shit. Do not give him the credit. You got to get that nigga the credit.
You know what I'm saying?
For writing the shit, you know, and a lot of artists do that. A lot of artists take something that they know is going to be a hit and somehow, some way, fuck that other person over and not get them their credit on it and get it, you know, credit on the actual project itself, right? A writing credit. But I seen, just around that topic, I seen a bunch of different records that I've listened to by artists of, like, favorite artists of mine. And I look down at the bottom and I'm seeing like 6 niggas' names under the writing credit.
That could be producers, though.
It better be.
Yeah, because producers could be put under writers, technically.
If, like, I understand there's a group input on, like, a bar or two, but if there's actually 3 or 4 people, whatever how many people, is they're writing the music with you, then is it really you that's writing it?
Like, niggas can't even give me a bar still.
You know what I mean? Like,
usually, probably because, like, you're not going to give me something I would have said.
It's true. Yes. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. There's been multiple times that, like, I've said a bar or two, and, like, my engineer would say, "Yo, I like how you said it, but say it this way."
Like what? Like just like take a word out or something?
Like take a word out, or
no, that's different.
Say it with emphasis. You know, say it like this. Say it with more conviction.
Yeah, that's you being produced,
right? But somebody actually putting pen to pencil or pen to paper and be like, "Yo, there's a 16. Spit this shit." You know what I mean? No way. Like, people, I don't know. People could tell. Like, I think when you really hone in with your craft of writing, people can tell that it's you that wrote it.
You know,
they can tell.
You know, it's getting bad now because, like, ChatGPT.
Well, because it's picking up on your habits. It's essentially breaking you down and then pretending to be you and then writing out something for you. Like, if you were to do that and say, "Hey, I want to do this Drake record," and then it writes out a record that it think Drake would write.
You know
what I mean?
It was the other day, my homegirl, she she decided to use ChatGPT just to test it and see like, can it really write a song for someone? And after she said, all right, write a song about this topic, that topic, from the perspective of Lil Wayne. And honestly, the bars were trash, but it sounded like Drake could have spit it.
Really?
Yes. I was like, this is interesting.
Shit's dangerous, bro.
Because it didn't sound like nothing Wayne would have said. It sounded like more something Drake would have spit, you know? Very interesting. It's like ChatGPT is trying to tell us something like Drake's pen is coming from Wayne.
I think.
Nah, I'm playing.
I was gonna say like
Wayne don't even write his shit. So, but then again, I'm like, I heard people were writing for Wayne too.
A lot of niggas got written for in the industry. That's why it's to the point where like, I mean, people say people are writing for Foxy, and other people say, nah, ain't nobody was writing for Foxy or Kim. And it's like, I don't even give a fuck. If I like the music, I like the music. But as long as they in front like they wrote it, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, to each his own.
Like, how could you sleep with yourself at night knowing that y'all here lying to the public every day you wake up?
I can't do that.
Just because you're making the money.
Nah, I can't do that. So I'll just quit rapping.
You know what I'm saying? That's not me sitting here saying, yo, you know I made that beat, but it was the next producer that really made it. But since I got him under paperwork, he can't say nothing. That's some whole ass shit.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not on that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll quit before I do that.
Like, okay, for example, the project me and you are working on right now, we work on a collab table.
Yes, sir.
What we finna call it?
We don't know yet.
Like, I had one. Honestly, I did have a title and name. I said, I Can't Feel My Face, because Wayne and Joel's never got to drop, then I feel like we could do it.
Yeah. I think it's a good title.
I think we could do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be harder than what they would have dropped. No doubt about it.
I mean, I rate those guys as artists and their pen and all that, but I just feel like the world needs something new. You know? The world needs something new. And, you know, upcoming artists that are coming out that have confidence and, you know, believe in themselves should put their shit out.
Hell yeah.
You know? You should push your shit out, because there's too many people in the world that you have to have an optimistic, half glass full mentality. So
somebody gonna fuck with you.
Someone's gonna fuck with you. You know what I mean? Which
it
is
don't gotta be from your backyard, your front yard. It could be fucking states over, countries over.
That's what I mean. For me, with this whole music shit, myself is busting out there first. Is my shit busting out there over being out here? You know what I mean? I don't really give a fuck to be known here in the city.